Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 17th of November 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Universal Tarot for this reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday and what energy you'll be working with. So let me have a look and choose 3 cards. First card we've got is the 7 of Wands. Okay. Next we've got the Magician. And finally, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So first thing, we have 3 male figures. The masculine in the tarot represents taking action, building, using your physical strength and your emotional strength to persevere and to keep going despite what your circumstances are. It indicates conflict and the ability to stand up to conflict, to be strong, and to create by yourself, and to take independent action. So all of those things immediately are heightened and on your side. The first card, the 7 of Wands, we can see a knight heavily armored here, pushing his way forwards. So the silver armor that's turned black is a symbol that he has had to deal with a lot of negativity. He's got this red cloth draped around him. That represents the inner fire and the passion that he's got. So he's a symbol that it really doesn't matter how much negativity you have to deal with or what your circumstances are. If you believe in something enough, you're able to find the inner resources to keep pushing forward and to keep going no matter what. And he's holding this wand. The wand is a symbol for fire, and that represents your life purpose and your passion in life. So what you really believe in, and that thing that gets you out of bed in the morning and makes you feel motivated and like life is worth living. And he really holds on to that, and he really believes in what he's doing. It's interesting, he's on the top of a mountain by the looks of it. You can see the grass kind of dropping off there. It looks like a cliff. So even though he's in a precarious situation, he continues on and on and on. And then we've got these 6 other ones blocking his path. So this can be the outside world and what it believes to be right, and it's at odds with him. It can be his circumstances, other people, obstacles, personal failings or the belief in personal failings, and a feeling of I'm powerless, I can't move forward. The knight doesn't even look at these other ones. You can see he's kind of looking at the ground and he's taking these really small steps. So all he is interested in is his progress. He's not looking at other people's growth. He's not comparing himself to others. So he's not saying, is my wand growing as much as these ones are? He really isn't interested in any of that. What he's interested is in taking the next step, moving forward and plodding on until he gets to the place where he wants to be, regardless of what you throw at him. So the 7 of Wands is a huge sign that you can move forward regardless of what's going on in your life. All you need to do is ask yourself, what is it that I find important? What gives me a sense of meaning? And how can I use my mind and be creative to find a way forward? So can I slip through this, or do I go down the hill here, or is there an opening over there? It's really never giving up and continuing on regardless of what the odds are and what your chances seem to be. And the next card is the Magician, the first card of the major arcana. So this is a huge fundamental life theme. And it says that if you keep pushing on by the 7 of Wands, you get to a position where you have everything at your disposal. So no more blockages. Instead, you're being given everything that you can be given. You have a direct line to the universe. So by believing in yourself and saying, what is it that motivates you? That aspect of yourself really, really opens up, and you get loads of messages coming in. So it won't just be one thing that you're interested in, but you'll have several options of what you want to pursue and what you want to create. The Magician holds this wand, magic and purity, up to the sky for it to be charged with energy and ideas. He channels it through his system. So his spiritual awareness, the white, the purity, and the red, his desire to achieve and to be self-propelling and to create meaning in his life. He points the other hand down to planet Earth, and he's an infinite, you can see that by the number 8 here, the infinity symbol. He's an infinite channel of the divine, and he's a representation of the divine, creating wonderful things here on planet Earth. You can see the red roses and the white flowers here, the white lilies or tulips. And the white is spirituality and the red is his passion. So he has found the perfect balance between passion and spirituality and guidance. And all of these elements represent everything that you can have on planet Earth, split up into 4 different elements. So earth, water, air, and fire. And he has control and access to all of them. So if you continue on, regardless of how difficult it seems, you will find that you get a real boost in your own power, in your ability to create, and in your decision-making process. So the guidance via these 2 cards is to look within and to believe in yourself and to really, to a certain extent, ignore your outside circumstances, because you have much more power than your circumstances. They've got nothing on you. He's got 1 wand. So he seems much weaker than all these other 6 wands combined, blocking his way. But the magician isn't the knight. The magician has power that transcends every element, not just wands. So he's not just able to cut these other wands down and to clear the path. Let's say there were cups blocking him behind these wands, or pentacles building a wall. He's able to knock each one of those things down and to move forward. So if anything, if your circumstances seem challenging or if you get resistance, that's actually a sign for you to keep pushing, because it's going to open things up for you. So this little red sash or scarf that he's got here turns into a full-on robe, and he feels the fire more and more and more the more he actually pushes. So the message isn't to back off and to analyze and to maybe revisit this tomorrow. The energy says, address what's going on today, assert your will, your desires, what you want, if you want to move ahead. Finally, the Knight of Pentacles is perfect, because the Knight of Pentacles really represents this place of being undecided. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that's on a horse that is stationary, that's not moving. The Knight of Swords is basically, in some decks, he's got wings because he's moving that quickly. This knight is standing still, and he is extreme in the sense that sometimes he can't decide whether it's right for him to act or whether he should stay out of the fray and just observe. And that's really the question of the day. Do I keep pushing on? And do I keep using my own energy to keep forging ahead, even though that can seem lonely and difficult? Or do I just step back and wait until things get easier so that the path clears, and then I can kind of traipse forward without any difficulties? And the cards are saying that it's essential you do keep pushing forward, because it's in that pushing and it's in that assertion of yourself that you realize something about yourself, maybe how motivated you really are, or how much you love this one thing in your life that is challenging. It really opens your eyes and shows you that you have so much power, and it gives you the power to commit to something you love and to do something wonderful with it. The Knight is in the middle of the court card, so you start with the Page of Pentacles. He doesn't know anything about taking action, when to take action, when to assert himself, and when to rest. The Knight is kind of figuring it out through experience, and he's learning about it the way all of us will be on this day. And when he graduates, he becomes the King of Pentacles. So he knows when to act and when to save his energy. And today is a day to use your energy to affect change and to overcome obstacles in your life. No one else can do it. The magician is alone. He doesn't have all of his buddies here helping him. He is doing this by himself in connection to an invisible force that he has to tune into. No one is lifting his arm. He has to lift that arm and reach up to the higher realms himself. So by making that effort, you get a huge payoff, and you realize that you're more skilled, You graduate to become the King of Pentacles. So you make progress on your journey, not just in realizing what it is you love, but also your practical skills around that thing so that you can take action in each one of these other elements. If you look at the pentacle, it kind of is a symbol for the magician. Each one of these points is below the top point, right? So let's say this top point is spirit, this wand up here, that governs all the other points. And then this one, let's say, is pentacles, earth, that is water, cups, this is swords, air, and that's wands, fire. So by really checking in with his feelings, with his spiritual consciousness, wow, he's even got fire on his helmet there, which none of the other Knights of Pentacles have. By checking in with himself, he knows what fires him up and what motivates him. And that is enough today to get him to move forward. He doesn't need permission or approval. All he needs is to say, do you know what, even if I am unsure, I know that I love this and I know it's important to me. So I'm going to do everything in my power, which is considerable, to forge ahead. And that's all you need to do. Forge ahead for success, good luck, and good fortune. Number-wise, we've got 7 and 1 is 8. And a court card counts as 1 as well, so that's 9. 9 is spirituality completion. So by tuning into your fire, your passion, you're able to overcome obstacles once and for all. So if you're undecided, do I stay or do I go? The cards are really saying, ask yourself, what makes me happy? And that will push you in a direction and you will go, go, go. So have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, share the video online, and subscribe to this channel. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.